y'all, good morning. It is super early. I just woke up. I am exhausted. I get this question quite often, like, hey, when did you figure out that you liked girls? And I often get this question from a lot of my young, like, Muslim girls or just like people who look up to me. And I'm going to touch base on this topic now. You know, it's different for everybody. Some people realize, like, by the time that they were hitting puberty or by the time that they were kids, like, hey, I like girls or I like the same gender. You know, people realize that pretty young. I wasn't the type to realize that. I never understood it. I feel like my parents also knew before me because of the way I guess I acted. But I didn't just wake up one day and was like, yeah, I'm going to start liking girls. No, it was a slow, gradual process where I was fighting with like my own demons because I kept questioning why I was doing certain things. At first things seemed normal because I was raised in a household with all girls, you know, like my dad, he'd be working and it was just my grandma and it was me and my mom, and then, you know, my sister was later born. So I'm used to females. I'm used to the feminine touch. I'm used to affection from a woman. I'm used to, you know, attention from a woman. You know, my dad wasn't really that sort of affectionate type at all. So none of that stuff is very familiar to me at all. And you know, I guess that's just how men are in our culture. They're not very like touchy and all that with females. Just all that. So anyways, from there, I had realized, like, there was another girl beside me. I was never, like, competing with her. I was never the type to be like, oh, well, you know, I'm better than her and, you know, she should move around me. I was the type to be like, damn, there's another pretty ass girl beside me. Like, I was always that type. I was always a girl's girl. I always was the girl's, you know, little puppet, little, you know, just I'd always be there for a woman. That's just me and my personality. You're not gonna catch me fighting over a man with no girl, even when I was in school days, you know. So that just was something that was honestly not going to happen. And then I was like really attracted to the look of a woman. Like, I would be quick to call out a girl in the house, be like, damn, you look good today, damn, you so thick. I'd be quick to like grab up on a girl when I was like younger because like it was normal to me. Like, they was bad, you know. And you know, it's like we grabbing up on each other like friends. Of course, when you get older, you kind of be like, oh, you know, because straight women don't do that shit, honestly speaking. Straight women are competitive. Straight women will compete with another woman so fast, you know. They'll be the type to be like, I need to be the finest thing in the room. Let her move around. She can move. You know, me, I was never that type. I'd be like, bring all the baddies in here. Let me look at them, you know. And then it started off with also me being able to have a better bond with females. So if I had like a friend that was a female, you know, I'd be the type to want to be around her all the time. I'd be the type to, you know, want to cater to her, you know, try and make her happy and you know. So that was another like flag I should have seen when I was younger. Another thing is, I feel like my parents knew before I did because of the way that I would also act with girls. Another thing is, I wasn't really allowed to have dude friends, so I just was around females all the time, you know. So I kind of like learned them, knew how they worked and how to deal with them. So that's why like I'm really good with girls, you know. And their emotions. And my mom was a very, very emotional person, so I mean, I had to pick up on that too. And then me too, I ended up, I was emotional at first, but then like I guess I like toughened up more. But anyways, back to the question. It's just like, I felt like as I was growing up, I was going through puberty, I started looking at females because they was bad as hell, you know. And I was never once attracted to like men. I had to be like emotionally there with men, but like with girls, I was already like, no shit given, I was already there. I didn't want to be gay. I tried my hardest. I didn't want to have sex with a girl. I didn't want to do anything with a girl until I turned 18. I finally folded. Before that, I like folded and, you know, I kissed a girl, and from there it was just like no turning back, because it's like, this is what felt right. This is what felt like, this is what I'm supposed to do. But kissing men, I didn't like it, you know. Especially like men I ain't know like that, you know. Like, I could kiss a girl, I ain't know like that, but I can't do that to a man, you know. Not saying I'd kiss people that I don't know like that, but I'm just trying to give y'all an example. Like, you know, it'd be easier for me to just do anything with a woman. You know, I'm just more comfortable, more happy there. It's easier for me to lay next to a woman, wake up next to a woman, be in her presence, because that's what I'm used to. That's how I kind of, you know, grew up. I was raised by a woman. So to me, it's just like more familiar. And I started really realizing it when I was like in my teen years, because my parents would be like talking shit about gay people, and I didn't like that, not knowing I was gay. I didn't like that, you know, and they'd be like, "Are you gay?" I'm like, "No," because I wasn't, you know, I didn't come out or anything yet. I came out at 18, because that's when I had realized I like girls, because I hooked up with a Pakistani chick who was also questioning her sexuality, and she had a man too, and you know, we both liked it, so it was just like there was that. But before that, it wasn't even about the sex, it was about, you know, the emotional connection that we had to each other before that. So it's like easier for me to emotionally connect with women, you know, and just being Muslim and everything was a long battle within myself, you know, understanding, hey, I like women. Now, I'm not opposed to men at all. I just need like a specific type of man, and I feel like I would date in a throuple because I'm polygamous, and that's where I feel the most happiest. But I hope that answered everybody's questions about how I started feeling like I liked girls and how I came out about it, you know. I really want to help other Muslim girls who are going through the same thing and don't know, you know, what to do about it. But yeah, it just honestly started off with me, you know, not being in competition with other females. It started off with me admiring other females and the things they do, wanting to be their friend, being close to them, cater to them, do whatever they needed me to do. And then it, you know, it just, I didn't like when my friends had boyfriends that treated them wrong. I didn't like that because I knew I could treat them better. So that's what that was. And then when I finally folded at 18 and had sex with a girl, I'm glad I waited till my hormones stabilized. Like it was just it was no going back from there, you know. Like that coochie juice was venom, you know. So yeah.